Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, in today's video I'm going to be telling you how I got my role in the Netflix hit series Squid Game. If you guys are not familiar with Squid Game, it is a show that was just released a couple weeks ago on Netflix, and I believe it's like trending all over the world. I have only seen it here in Korea, so I'm not really sure about other countries, but it is super popular here, and I posted a little bit about it on Instagram, and I got a lot of questions from you guys asking like, oh my gosh, how did you get that role? So today I'm just going to be sitting down and talking about that. This is kind of different from my usual content, but I wanted to just sit down and talk about it. Before we get started, in case you are wondering what part I'm in, I am in episode 7, VIPs. Oh, it's the best episode in my opinion. This is who I am. I think I pop up like 4 or 5 times. It's for a very small amount of time, but I am one of the body painted statues or figurines, whatever you want to call me. I'm not going to show you guys like all the individual clips and videos. If you really want to see, you can just go watch the episode. But yeah, if you're wondering where I am, it's me, episode 7. If you came to this video just wondering how I got the part, you can skip to this part because I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background information before I actually spill the tea on how I got the part. So skip here if you just want to find out how I got the part. And before we get started, I do just want to say if you're new here, it would mean so much to me if you subscribe to my channel. I post weekly content just about my life here in Korea. If you have any video requests or ideas for me, feel free to leave them below in the comments. And as always, a like and a comment on this video means so much to me. All right, so as I said, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background information. So if you don't know anything about me, my name is Adrienne. I'm from the United States. I am 24 years old, and a few years ago I moved to South Korea. I first moved to Korea to be an English teacher, but as soon as the panini started, if you know what I mean, my school closed down, and it gave me the opportunity to change visas and just be a full-time kind of like freelancer here in Korea. So I do a lot of projects with the tourism organizations, and I do a little bit of modeling here and there. So just kind of a little bit of everything. I will say my YouTube channel has given me a huge advantage of kind of like making a career here in Korea. So that is who I am, if you're wondering. I feel like it was worth saying that. If you are wondering how I was able to get an acting role, it's not even acting. I was literally just sitting there. I guess like a modeling role, an extra role. You have to have a visa that allows that. So I am on an E6 visa, which is an entertainment visa. So most likely if you meet a model or an actress here, if they're not married or if they're not on like a super long-term visa, they probably have the visa that I have, which is an entertainment visa. And you can get that visa by finding an agency that will sponsor you, and basically you just have to kind of prove to the agency that you are able to seek out and find enough like acting roles to make an income. A lot of agencies will also help you find roles, but you have to have a little bit of like modeling and acting experience usually in order to get the visa that I'm on. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about how I got this role. So end of last year, end of 2020, I got a DM from one of my friends, one of my best friends on Instagram, and she had sent me someone's story, and someone had posted that Netflix was looking for models to do body painting on, and that was all I heard. Like, she just sent me that story and she was like, hey, like, you should do this, and she kind of sent it to me as a joke. Like, it literally, like, I don't even think she was being serious. And as soon as like I saw that it was Netflix, I was like, you know what, let me just message that person and say I'm interested and see what happens. I didn't expect anything of it because I'm only 5'3". I'm like, I don't have like an amazing figure. I take care of myself, but I don't have like a 6-pack, you know? So I was like, let me just message them and see what they say. And they got my cacao, and this person was living here in Korea, of course. They got my cacao, and then they set me up in like kind of a group message with another like modeling scout, if that makes sense, or scouting agency or something. And I sent them my comp card. So a comp card is basically something you have if you're like an actress or a model, and it has like your measurements, and it has several like kind of profile photos of you on there, and like your eye color, your hair color, all that kind of stuff. So I sent them my comp card, and I didn't hear anything for a while. And then a few weeks later I heard back from them, and they were basically just like, congratulations, like you passed the first round, there's gonna be like another round, and we'll let you know. And then a few weeks later, I found out, oh my gosh, I got this role. And keep in mind, guys, I didn't even know what the TV show was for. All I knew was that it was for Netflix. And I mean, like, Netflix is huge. There's some shows on there that you never even hear about. Some shows go viral. So that's all I heard. And they were basically like, okay, we're gonna do it from these days. So they gave me the information of like when we're gonna do this, and I was like, okay, cool. All right, so fast forward to January 2021, beginning of this year. I got all my instructions of like where I had to be and all that kind of stuff, and I basically took a bus with all of the other body painting models, and we went to a city outside of Seoul. So it was shot in like a very small, like, rural area, and we got to the set and we filmed for the next few days. Keep in mind, I'm on this bus and I still don't even know like what series I'm filming for, which just like blows my mind now because of how like big Squid Game is. I had no idea what we were filming for. I did receive pictures before of kind of what my look was gonna be, but I like really didn't know what it was gonna be for. And yeah, for the next 3 days we filmed. There are a few things I want to say. First of all, the VIP room, which is the part I was in, it looked exactly like how it looked on the Netflix screen. Like, there was no Photoshop in there. It was as colorful as how it looked on the screen. I remember like the night we got there, we just kind of walked down to like figure out where we were all gonna be. So we walked onto the set, and we didn't film until the next morning, but when we walked onto the set, I was just looking around like, oh my gosh. And you guys have to realize, like, I didn't know what we were filming for. So can you imagine like how like just in awe I was, like, seeing this huge set. It was this huge giant set, and like I can't even imagine how much work and effort and time they put into making it, because it was just beautiful. But yeah, all of the colors were real, you know, all of the costumes and everything. It looked just as amazing, if not better, in real life. The next thing I do want to say is every single staff member that I came into contact with from the Netflix team was just amazing. They are all so incredibly sweet, and you can tell they really care a lot about their job, and they're extremely dedicated. And of course, when you are on set for a TV show, there's a lot of downtime that you're kind of just waiting for the next take, and just all of the staff was so incredibly sweet, like giving us snacks and just like giving us water and handing us our cell phones when we had the chance to use our phones and stuff like that. So if anyone by chance from Netflix is watching this that was on that set, thank you for making it such an enjoyable experience. I had no idea how much time and detail goes into a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, the VIP room, I think, was only broadcasted for like 6 minutes in the 1-hour episode, but you know, we spent several days filming. The last thing I'm going to briefly just talk about is the actual like body painting part. So it's funny because when I posted on Instagram that I was in the show, so many people told me that they thought the people were statues because we were obviously just sitting very still and we had body paint on. And no, we were all real people. I want to say there were about like 10 or 12 of us. And yes, we did full body painting every single day. We would wake up in the morning and do the body painting. It was incredibly detailed, and the artists were so amazing. And also, I'm sure you realized this when you watched it, but we were completely naked. We did have like kind of T-panties and like the nipple pads on, but besides that, we were all free going. But it's fine because I knew exactly what I was signing up for. All right, so that is basically how I got my role on Netflix. It was really simple, just basically through like a friend of a friend, and I feel like that's how a lot of stuff in Korea works, as well as maybe the like modeling, acting business in general. I think it really is about who you know. The last thing I want to just briefly touch on is I think maybe I have a feeling that there's some people watching this that are aspiring models or actors, and maybe that's how you found this video. And I just want to say, like, genuinely, wholeheartedly, I believe in you. And if you doubt yourself for a second, you have to change that mentality. You have to believe in yourself, if you are someone that is aspiring to, you know, be in Hollywood, or no matter what your goal is, like, you have to believe in yourself. And I genuinely believe in you, but you have to work hard. And I really do think the most important thing is believing in yourself. I'm a huge believer in law of attraction, and I've been able to attract many things into my life off of that premises. I guess that's the best way to say it. But yeah, like, just believe in yourself. And I hope that you guys can look at my situation. Like, I'm literally just a vlogger. Like, I vlog my life here in Korea. I go on little trips, like weekend trips to rural towns, and I was able to do this. So if I can do this, you can too. But that's about it. I love you guys so much. As I said at the beginning of this video, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, it would mean a lot if you join our family. I'm so happy to have each and every one of you here. I'm also on Instagram if you want to see more behind the scenes. But that's about it. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.